Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to episode 314. Roxy always gets so excited when I start vlogging in the morning. Look at her. Hey Roxy. I think it's because I get loud. Anyway, it is Thursday. It's another abnormal day. These vlogs lately have been rich of images. Like yesterday when I'm running around Jeff City, like there's just not a lot of opportunities to stop and vlog about what's going on. It's like we're running. So there's a lot of story to be told. I'm just not getting a chance to tell the story. So today's gonna be weird again. If you were to ask me what do you hate about your job the most, it would be today. Today we have ethics training. Ethics are important, and there is literally nothing more important to me than being ethical in our business practice, but this ethics training stuff is just rough. So we gotta set through a day of that. So let's hit the road and get some stuff done. Yeah. All right, we just finished up with our, what do they call it, Standard of Excellence seminar?
Code of Ethics. Professional Standards.
Professional Standards Code of Ethics seminar. It wasn't a good time, but the speaker, the guy that leads it, does a very, very good job of unpacking something that is miserable. So we got through it. We're getting out early. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna head back to Moberly. Two things I hope they would cover better that they didn't. What about when an agent steals your photography and uses it to sell a house? And then the other thing was procuring cause. That's something we run into all the time. He gave us zilch in regard to procuring cause, and that's frustrating. Because their whole stance is they don't really want to have to deal with it. That's really what it's all about, and it makes me mad. Procuring cause is a big deal. It's a big issue. It's late in the day. We're gonna head back to town, get to see the girls tonight. I'm gonna start building a computer, and Jennifer's like, shut up and take me home already.
I'm gonna nap. It's gonna be great.
Let's hit the road. Hey, we're home. What you doing? Have a nice family night at home tonight. I'm gonna work on building my computer. I'll definitely bring you guys along for the ride with that. Right now, let's work on getting all that stuff organized and ready to build. Let's do it. So before I start my build, I wanted to show you the components I'm using. So if you don't know a ton about computers, I'll kind of walk you through what the different parts do. Obviously, everyone's seen the case of a computer. This is essentially just the box you put all the components in. This is a motherboard I'm using. What the motherboard does is it takes all the components and you plug them into the motherboard, and it allows the different components to communicate with one another. What's interesting about this build is this is a micro ITX form factor. So I'm actually building it inside of a fairly small case considering the power that I'm going to be dealing with here. So I did that so that I could put this easily in a checked or even carry on piece of luggage. So if I ever need to travel with it, I can. That's my motherboard. It's the Z270i chipset. Excited about that. One of the more important parts of the computer is the processor. The processor is kind of like the brain. Your processor is what decides how fast your computer thinks. So a lot like your brain is how fast you can think. I'm using the new 7th generation i7 quad core Kaby Lake 7700K. I know that's a bunch of blah blah for you guys, but this should shred some 4K video. For my graphics card, since I don't necessarily game, primarily this is a video editing workstation, so I went with the GeForce 1070. The 1080 would have been a little better. Price to performance just isn't there for me to justify it. This is your memory. Now you're like, hey, memory's part of your brain. Yes, when it comes to information being stored in your computer, there is memory and then there's storage. And memory, I liken to be like a piece of scrap paper. So if you have a bunch of tasks you're trying to accomplish and you want to store just a handful of details, you're gonna write it down on scratch paper, and that is what memory does. Memory is like your scratch paper. Information that you need to access very, very quickly and often that you wanna have nearby, your computer puts those things in your memory. So I went with 32 gigs of DDR4 Ripjaw's memory. So also in the realm of memory or storing information on your computer, there's a few different ways that happens. First off, I won't open this up, but this is an NVMe hard drive. It's 500 gigabytes, and I'm gonna utilize this as my system drive. This is 500 gigs of scratch paper. I'm essentially gonna load everything it takes for my computer to run on this drive. And what's neat about the NVMe drives is the computer can actually access all the data on this drive just as fast as it can access your memory. So this is very cool. That's that. And then from the storage sense or storing data, the way I utilize spinning hard drives in my computer is they're kind of like your library. So when there's a book that you want to put on the shelf in your library, information that you don't need to get to very often, but when you do, like, it's very deliberate for you to seek it out and get to it. Like, I stick all that here. So archives are going to go on here. I did 4 terabytes, so this is a monster hard drive for an internal hard drive. I did buy another monitor that matches the monitor I already have, since I won't have the laptop monitor anymore. This is the heatsink and fan for my processor. So this brain thinks really fast, and when it's thinking fast, it gets hot, and so we want to keep our brain from stroking out. So we need to make sure we have a really good heatsink and fan. This guy right here is a very high performance heat seeking fan, but it's tiny. It's very, very low profile. Let me show it to you. So what's neat about this is it's very, very low profile, which means it's gonna fit in my smaller case. So that's cool that something that small can cool that insane of a processor. So going on there, very excited. So anyway, hopefully it helped you understand a little better what's inside of that black box. Right now I'm gonna dig in and see if I can't get this sucker built tonight. So let's do it. Alright, so it is quite a mess in here, but I'm making good progress. I've got the hardware installed done. I'm not sure if you can see it. My GoPro died, so I have to keep it plugged in, but I got my monitors installed. I'm super excited. Even though it's messy right now, I'm excited that the desk under the monitors is gonna be clear and free, and the monitors are right where I need them. Insanely awesome, so pretty pumped up. Right now I've got the Windows install started, so I'm gonna kind of get that going so I can do updates and driver installs overnight. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and get the laptop fired up so I can edit today's episode. So anyway, guys, as usual, thank you so much for tuning in. It does mean the world to me. Be sure to share, subscribe, comment, and hit that big old thumbs up. And we will absolutely see you tomorrow on Life in the Flyover. Yeah. Alright guys, thanks for checking out the end card and hanging around for this long. How to find us if you have questions about real estate's below. Remember, we are real estate agents. If you need help buying or selling, I'm just going to say anywhere in Missouri, give us a call. We would love to help you. If you're in a different area, different state, wherever you are, if you're thinking about buying or selling and you don't know what real estate agent you'd like to use, we've got this amazing service. Go ahead and send us an email at the address below, and what we can do is we can connect you with the best agent in your area. We understand this business. I know you guys think we're in the vlogging business, but we are absolutely in the real estate business. We sell gobs of houses. We helped 102 different people sell and buy houses last year, and we would love to get you on the road to owning your own home. So be sure and click that. Remember, if you've made it this far, right up here to your right, you click there if you want to see yesterday's episode. Right down here, you can click if you want to subscribe. You should definitely do that. And that's it, guys. We absolutely look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Life in the Flyover.